Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kayla Myers, and I'm going to be giving a demonstration of OnBase System Administration Reports. There's a couple different ways to run different OnBase reports. The first thing I'm going to show is actually in our OnBase configuration client. If I open OnBase configuration, right here at the top, I have my report option. There's many different things you can report on. So we have our product licenses, things like disk groups, disk group types, keywords. I'm not going to read them all, but you can see there's many different options here of different reports to run. You'll notice when I selected that product licenses, you saw the bar run across the screen to process the report, but nothing opened. So if I minimize my OnBase configuration and I go to my OnBase clients, I can actually scroll down to our system documents. And I can go to my configuration reports. I can select today and do a find. And here's my product license configuration report. So if I open this, I can see all the different licenses that I'm configured for. I see my company information. I can see my licenses that I have, how many are licensed, how many are registered. It just gives me an entire list of all my product licenses, but this would be the same view you would get for any of the other reports that you ran in the configuration client. Now in my OnBase clients, not only can I access my configuration reports, they can also run some additional reports there. So if I go to my admin, I can actually run some transaction logs. So I can create a report on different transactions, document history, security, system, administration, configuration, things along those lines. So let's just select system. And then I can see my different actions that I can report on. Maybe I don't see something here I want, so I want to see some additional details. If I check this box here, you'll notice I now have a longer list to choose from. I'm going to do database backup. I could also limit my report to a specific username. So maybe I want to see who actually did a database backup or what user group did it. Maybe I only want to do a certain range of when the database backup was done. And then when I run this report, if I'm selecting more than one option or action, I can sort the order by action. I could sort it by user. I can sort it by date, or I can have no order at all. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to security. I'm going to go ahead and select my assigned users just because I know this report runs very quickly. I'm going to select the user group and manager. So I can do view report, which will just open a very basic report for me. Or if I go back, so let's go back to our transaction log, go reports, again, go to our security, licensing, user group of manager, and now I can create my report. And now you'll notice the list is a little bit longer here. You'll see the different times that I logged in and what licenses I was using. And again, if I go to admin, transaction log, create report, I have my document history selected. I have these actions. I can show additional details and actions, or I could also select to run the report. That was the pre 5.0 report. So if I select that, you'll notice my options and actions are going to change a little bit. So I can do log in, log out. If I do show detail, of course, my list gets a lot larger. So there's a lot you can choose from in your transaction logs. Again, if I go to admin, I could do workflow logs, I can do scanning reports. If I was to generate a scanning report, I can report on things like batches, dates, scan queues, document types, month date, a specific date range, a specific batch range, and I can create a report that way. But keep in mind, the scanning reports are only for scanned items in the clients, not in your Unity client. So let's go ahead and move to our Unity client. So I'm in my Unity client. I am going to go to reporting. If you do not have this reporting option in your Unity client, you would need a reporting dashboard license. And from there, I've already created some system administrator reports that I find valuable to my system. So in order for you to see these reports, you would have to configure them as well, or reach out to RPI to configure them for you. But I have things like an administrative overview. So if I click on that report, it's showing me any batch locks I currently have, disk group locks, document locks, where my uncommitted documents are at. So I have some stuff in the waiting index, and then I just categorize everything else as other. Maybe I ran this report a while ago, so I can always refresh it to see if my status has changed. I have a report where I analyze documents of a specific document type. I have document counts by a document type. So maybe, somebody asked me to create a document and I want to see how many they've actually scanned in or processed for this document type. Was it a waste of my time to create it? Should we maybe revisit it, rename it, something along those lines? I can monitor workflow activities within a queue. I can monitor queue contents and entry times. And I can also monitor successful logins or failed to see who's trying to access my OnBase account or my OnBase software. So again, these are all reports that I've created for my system. You can create any reports that you find valuable for your system as an OnBase administrator. So not only can I access these reports from an OnBase Unity client, I can also access them from the OnBase web client. So if I go to my web client and select my menu, all the way down here at the bottom, I have my reporting dashboards and my gallery. I can see any reports that are shared with me. Let's run our successful user login and failed login monitoring. I can select a date range. I can select all again. So this was for our failed user login, for our date range, and our users. And then user login activity, again, I'm going to do for today. I'm going to do my users again as all and hit OK. And let my report run. It may take an extra second or two. And now we can see the manager account has logged in 4 times for today. The service account has logged in 10 times. The manager account logged in incorrectly once, which I did because I cannot type in the password correctly, apparently. So I have my tables, I have my pie charts, I have my graphs and grids, and anything I want to add on this report, I can definitely do that to make it easy as an easy visual for myself and my users to see. So that is all the different reporting options you have as an OnBase System Administrator. Take advantage of them, use them to the best of your knowledge and ability to make sure you have an efficient and effective OnBase system. Thank you so much and have a great day.